Hi, guys. Me again. It appears that this is what happens when I wake up early. Who knew? To be honest, I had been unaware of how drained or how my energy was being drained uh, until this last few days. Scorpio season, uncovering things, right? So, this has nothing to do with this reading I'm about to get into, but I feel like everybody needs to know. And I should have known. Like I did know, but I didn't whatever. So if you have healing sexual energy, it does not only, and it's 10:10 on the clock, work when somebody sleeps with you in person. It works in the astral as well. The only difference is in person, it's reciprocated and it's shared back and forth, so you're less drained. If you are interacting with somebody or somebody is interacting with you in your dreams, uh, whether you're aware of it or it gets deleted, your energy is still affected during the day. That person still gets the same effect from your energy that they would get if they had interacted with you, but they didn't give out any of their energy. So you can end up extremely drained and not know why, but it's because somebody has realized that your energy is healing and they are vamping that ass in the astral. So that's an important thing to keep in mind. How do you block it? God blocked it for me. I didn't even really fully understand what was going on. I think that was willful ignorance at the same time. I also probably never would have expected anybody to purposefully interact with you in the astral realm and then not be connected to you at all in the human realm. So I just God was talking to me like, baby, this has got to stop. Not necessarily me saying, a, although I prayed about it many times for clarity or understanding what was going on or why I was feeling more tired, not as productive as I should have been. From now on, my answer to everything is ironically pray about it. Pray for clarity. You will get an answer some way, shape, or form in the 3D if you are looking out for the response to the questions that you asked. So that's probably going to be handy to somebody else because I didn't even intend to start with that information at all. It just occurred to me hold on, it's 10:10. I've been up since 3 and I'm still going. I just made changes on the website. I did a video, I did some posts. I'm feeling amazing. And as a matter of fact, for today's pick a card reading slash astrological lesson, look at that, guys. I already pulled the cards. I have different piles going on. A new thing is happening here. Get ready for overflow. That's a Tasha Cobb song, by the way. So, since this camera is sensitive to me having other things playing in the background, it'll cause a lag if I have stuff going on, I decided to put the frequency that I'm using today on my big speakers over there. I just wanted to show you guys, I'm using the gold frequency. Asteroid gold is one of the main focal points that I have been including in the financial readings that I'm doing. And I wanted to teach you guys about that as well. On here, it's the 999 hertz frequency, healing golden wave, right? Gold attracts everything in spiritual world, it appears. Like the vibration of the crown I'm getting, because even when you look up the transcendence frequency, it's 999. So I'm just going to have that in the background to log me in to this abundance thing. So I'm going to talk about finances and money 3 different ways today. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and put my hair up. That's how y'all know I'm serious. We about to get down to business. I wanted to teach about money for a while, but I had some hangups, some internal blockages, because I didn't want the spiritual stuff to be meshed with it. At one point I was beginning to talk to you guys about how you could become a six-figure healer. And then I was like, oh, that sort of sounds like gimmicky and capitalism or whatever. But no, that's what y'all want to hear about. Don't nobody want to be broken spiritual. We are not Gandhi or Mother Teresa. This is modern day times. So I had to get over that lack mindset within myself that because you're a spiritual person, you can't have money or you can't have financial goals that you want. As a matter of fact, it's probably even better if you're spiritual have money because you'll use it better than the people who have money who are not connected to source. So, with that being said, let's go in. I would like to start with how to pour more money into the 3D. First and foremost, from a metaphysician perspective. Lately, I have not been And it's actually been quite some time since I've done like actual candle work because I've been focused on frequency healing. So when there is a new moon, which you use to plant new seeds, or a dark moon when you use to banish something, which is the day before the new moon kicks in, or when there is a full moon, which is great for releasing and clearing out stuff. Like the most powerful energy you can use is the full moon for that thing next to the dark moon. Depends on what you're trying to do. If you use the dark moon, it's because you're doing something in hiding, like you're trying to get rid of enemies, but you try to do it like on the low, as opposed to the full moon. It's just like you releasing addiction or stuff. So you use candle work to help funnel energy to whatever you're trying to clear out or manifest. You have spiritual blockages. Like imagine that you are in a Mario pipe, if you will, and you're stuck in the pipe. Things are not getting to you because there is a clog. Uh, if there is something that is blocking it, like be it a person or a thing, somebody, you can just feel when your money is blocked, like something ain't adding up, right? This can also be seen as like you're supposed to receive a certain payment that didn't come through. Legal stuff is holding up your money, stuff is being garnished, just all sorts of blocks, like a physical block. If you can tell there is something solid that is not allowing you to get a new job or bring in any other types of income, I recommend this. This is a blockbuster. You burn it for 7 days straight. Once you light this candle, do not stop it. People say all the time, like, can I snuff it out when I go to work? No, that's why you put it in a place that is fire safe. You put it somewhere where it can burn the whole time. Otherwise, you are interrupting your working. This is a 7 day candle. This is like dynamite for your funnel. If there's anything clogging your pipe, this will blow it out the water. Always ask for confirmation when you do a working too. And it helps if you particularly write out the thing you want the block removed on. This blockbuster, and I'm mentioning it for money right now because that's the focus of this video. But if you have health issues, unblock. Relationship issues like communication, unblock. uh, trouble finding a house, anything like that. If you feel like there is something in your path and you just instinctively know, blockbuster. Okay, because this time I do have to use candles, so I had these great examples, and you can find all of these on Amazon. I got these at the local Botanica. If you don't have one of those around, you can also look up Metaphysical Store. I noticed that they go by that name as well, or Spiritual Supplies, but Amazon is always right there. You can buy in bulk. I usually like to run a white candle consistently. Right now it's just been tea lights, just little white lights every day for my little devotional when I lock in the morning with my incense and stuff. But a good 7 day candle, that's a steady protection and a constant flow of clearing light. Blockbuster for emergencies, for when something feels really heavy, when you're like at the bottom, like, oh my gosh, I can't take anymore. Something must be wrong. Nothing is going right for me. Blockbuster, break every chain. So next, if things are running, they're coming along, but they're coming slowly. Like you can tell stuff is moving, but it's like, I need some Drano. That's a road opener. These come in a variety of colors. They can be used for health, love, money, success. Pretty much as it goes through each color, and some of them have chakra colors, it will unblock that. I have actually used a road opener with 7 chakra candles before in order to unblock all my chakras. Magic is so fun, especially when you find out you can use it to heal and restore your human. In this case, finances. You always want to write out a petition like what you want this energy focused on and put it under the candle, even with the blockbuster. But you can also just write it across the top if it's a small thing, like more tips if you're a waitress. In this case, I do always call this Drano. It clears out the gunk that is on the walls. Anything that's helping or blocking it from flowing smoother. This is not exactly the best thing to use if you have a hard blockage. That's why you would do the road opener. I'm sorry, the blockbuster. Blockbuster is it. You know, lost your job. You've been applying for other jobs. You can't find any jobs. There are no pings. You're not even feeling like you're hearing from source. Blockbuster. But if you're going to work and you make $35 a day as a waitress, that's not fair. Nobody should have to do that. I have a whole rant about how much they pay wait staff and then expect them to live off of tips. Road opener. You can go from $35 a day to 75, 150. It's unlimited. Keep in mind when you use this though, because I have done money work for somebody else. Once upon a time, my brother-in-law wanted more money with his job. So I wanted to help him out. I did some candle work, right? Dude, he got more hours at work, more loads. He was a truck driver. So he made an extra like 1,500 for that week. So after he did the work, he came to me and he was like, I made the extra money, but don't do that again because I don't want no more of them shifts. Try to find another way to give me the money to come to me and not be me having to work more. Next thing you know, his truck broke down. Why? A lack of gratitude. And it's not because I did it, it's because it's energy. If your energy is not reciprocated, everything that you got based upon that energy that was not necessarily your energy that was gifted to you will crumble. So he had to pay that 1,500 to get the truck fixed. It didn't even end up balancing out. All he had to say was, thank you. That was great. What are some other ways that we can try this to get the money to funnel in easier? He could have got more higher paying loads if we had negotiated and worked on coming up with a plan for the money together, but it didn't go that way. So it's always important to remember gratitude when you're doing your workings as well, or having somebody else do a working for you, or working with anybody else's energy. So that is the road opener. So if you are dealing with difficulties like me, heavy things, uh, in the case of anybody using your energy, anybody trying to destiny swap you, or sending the evil eye, siphoning you, anything like that, this is called a triple reversal. Now, usually you use this as a return to sender. You send somebody back whatever energy they sent you times three. I don't do that, right? I realized, uh, as odd as it is, it's better to just keep their energy and turn it into something else. Transmute it. Like you sent it here, baby. You're not getting your ball back. It's the sandlot. You threw it over here. That's mine. All right. That's better. But in this case, I am having to do a blockbuster, a road opener. But before all of that, or no, I'd probably do it afterwards, after the road is clear. So this will be the third candle. Yes, you can combine candles to do a working. I have to remove a block, open the road and make sure everything's all cleared out. And then this triple reverse this time, because your petition and your intention makes the decision for what you are using the energy for. This is the return all my shit to me, times three. Like, give me my stuff back. It's been taken multiple times. Three is like the least I can do. So return my destiny, return anything you took from me, and that's going to come through what is a noun open funnel. So you can use this to return any energy. And this is not even like if you had a deadbeat boyfriend that just like used you and then moved out and went on with another bitch, get your shit back, sis. Or bruh, because you know it happens. Reverse it. There are other ways you can use these candles. You just got to be clever about it. So that would be the third one. And then how do you want your energy returned to you? How do you want your refund? Success. This is my favorite candle now. It says the master key to success. So I'm going to do 4 different workings at one time. So it goes during 7 days. The average work that I see lasts 2 weeks. Now, after you do a blockbuster and a road opener, you shouldn't have to do any of those for a while unless there's something that is limiting you or something that is of a different subject that you have to fix. But it should not have anything to do with the financial work you just did. This one can be lit anytime, just like the white candle. Success is yours once your roads are opened. This is money. There's one that says call clients, better business, like anything green relates to the heart. So therefore it will come through you. Like you'll suddenly have more ideas, more clients will come up based upon those ideas, as long as you work with inspired action. And that's important for all of these candles. Once they start burning, you're going to get ideas or thoughts. You have to act on those thoughts when the idea comes through, because those are little pieces or sparks that you are setting off to make sure that the dots are connected for your working to go through. This is the same as what is it? There's something like a message like about God. You can't expect God to just do stuff for you without action. Like no works are available without action. It's the same thing here. The magic is through you. You are the altar. So when the success candle hits, along with whatever else you're doing, you're going to have ideas, and you're going to have to move with those ideas. Now, keep in mind, it might not even be specifically something to do with the business. Now, yesterday, when I was in my quiet time with God, I got ideas and I wrote them out on my cards. Today, I put them up. Like I have a total of 5 readings types that are going to be my permanent reading types. I won't need to offer anything but this. I'll only be having to make these videos, and then y'all can just book those ones to make my life easier. That's the request I had, or the information that I was asking for. So this financial reading will be available. There will be a love and sex one that tells you about your sexual energy, the type of partners you attract, who you are as a partner, just everything about your energy as a romantic Venusian being, right? A spiritual gift ones that tells you all about your psychic gifts, your abilities, how to attune those, how to tighten in on those, how to recognize your signs. The all things money one. So I would give you instructions based upon your specific design on how to understand how to make your money flows, your money work for you, and what funnels you have available based on your skill set. Demon Aid, which I've been having a blast doing these Demon Aid readings. Who would have known, right? Just if you feel like you're cursed or you have a block, this reading will tell you who the block is coming from, whether it's a person, how to clear it, and just to get back into your flow, to get it back clear. So every reading will have some form of practical magic included in it, so you can get into your metaphysician, your most holistic healing self, I guess. Witchy, whatever. I was trying not to say it. And then the last one was soul surgery. And the inspiration from that was Pretty Hurts. It's the soul. It's the soul that needs surgery. So that's going to be my favorite. I can't wait for somebody to book that one, because it's my metaphysician thing. That's a spiritual doctor. I made up that term. I look at your soul to tell you what is thrown off, that is throwing off your human experience. And I can go through your chakras, your money, your house, your job. It varies per person. That one's very personalized. Deep shadow work, but then like deep light work to seal it at the end, so that you sort of come out of the session moving into a new vibration. That's all I'm going to need going forward. I've been trying to come up with like ideas and hopping all over the place for a while. That activation that tells you exactly what angelic gifts you have and what distortions you have to fight with comes in book form and activation form, which is now $55. Just something I can give to everybody, because that was my main thing. I was like, God, I can't provide as much service as I want to people because they can't afford certain stuff, and I can't have my prices at a certain place because then I'll get too busy and then I'll be late, and I don't like disappointing people. But it seems like everything that I was worried about, when I opened myself up to like releasing the limiting beliefs, just surrender, just like I started hearing you can't win. It came through. Just make the automatic thing that you deliver quickly in your book like the easiest thing that anybody can afford. Now, your readings, you can put a price on that, but still make them mildly affordable, and then you will never go without. And that was my main thing. So the next thing I got was a new schedule, a work schedule, because I was worried about my energy. I wasn't getting enough time for myself, having like kid complaints. So from now on, Mondays, Alexis is available from noon to 9 for her one-on-one sessions, and she's actually going to add her own readings to the website. Tuesday, me and her will both be open. Thursday, I'll be open, and that'll just me doing my own sessions. Every Sunday and Wednesday, new videos will be added to the academy, and the rest of the time, I'm either fulfilling readings or locking into what I need to do for me, like a quick conversation with the Most High helped me establish a business that I have been trying to figure out how to manage with the amount of success that had come towards me. If you are manifesting something, make sure that you pray and request the know-how, the skill set, the patience, and the energy to manage what's coming towards you in a way that is sustainable. So everything is changing around here in a great way. So part one was the candle work. It actually probably was the frequency, because you can sit in with that gold frequency and write down ideas. Tap in with the Most High, and then you'll suddenly get like, ooh, I should do this. The world has a need for this. Like, ideas are money here, y'all. You could be a person that gives ideas and be into, what's it, consulting. I guess that's sort of what I do too, because I tell people about their business and their brand all the time, but I'll do a completely different video to tell y'all how to see branding in your chart. I'm being guided towards helping people who want to rise out of their financial ruts into entrepreneurship. Like, hey, how can I be most successful? Well, let me tell you, your ascendant plus the sign on the cusp of your midheaven are the energies of your best brand and the best way to present yourself to people in order to attract. Handy info, but we'll get into that another day. So the frequencies, the first step, you can even tune yourself to the frequencies when you go to sleep. Go to sleep to an 8-hour abundance frequency. You have just charged your aura all night with magnetism. Watch how your day changes as you go out into the world. You are a human magnet. Second thing, candles. Candles work because they pull things and issues that are in the 5D through the funnel to the 3D, and you clear stuff out that is an energetic blockage for yourself. Candles are for healing stuff that you can't see, so that you can see results in this area. Because sometimes, and most times, things are spiritual issues. So the next part is the pick a card part, guys. So as I told you, I pulled off camera 3 different piles, and I am going to get the timestamps. As a matter of fact, I'm going to ask Alexis to please put the timestamps on here when she gets up, because she has Mondays and Tuesdays off from her other job. So I did not look at the piles. I just made sure I asked the same questions and put the cards together. So we're going to be figuring this out together. And this will cut down on a lot of time. Because I usually end up like talking so long. And it's crazy because I used to make 15-minute videos because I would not be interested in sitting in a video that was longer than 15 minutes. Like I have ADD, or I had ADD, or I thought that's what it was, but it's Mercury retrograde. Now I can sit through hour-long videos. Like meditation and all those other things have helped me be able to tap in and appreciate other people's content that is longer as well. But I don't want to have an hour-long video because I'm shuffling on camera and like finding my decks and stuff. So everything is put here together today because I knew I wanted to do this part, but I wanted to show you some cool stuff in the charts as well, so that you are able to do your own form of financial reading. I never want me to be the end all be all for anything. Yes, I offer readings, but I'm a firm believer that it is so much better to teach somebody to do something so they can do it on their own than to have them coming to me all the time. It's a blessing to have clients, and I think clients will always be there, but I want y'all to understand this for yourself, and maybe you can teach somebody else. That's the important thing. Each one teach one. We're helping each other. So pile 1, I got objects this time. This is a bracelet my baby girl made me recently. If you were drawn to this, you're going to go with pile 1. Okay. Pile 2 is my Shein rose ring. Hold on. Can I get that to focus? If you're drawn to gold, you're probably into that. Like, of course, it's not real gold, but it's gold and rose in there. And then pile 3, another fabulous Shein ring. And this one is my full diamond ring, wedding ring, y'all. So this is 3. Once again, pile 1. This love bracelet from my baby girl. This rose gold ring from my diamond cousin. All right, pile 1. Move those other ones over there. Pile 1. So the question I asked, and I keep putting my hair up and it keeps coming down. The question I asked for every pile is, what can this pile do to remove their money blockages to tap into abundance. This is the money video. That's what I'm gonna name this, the money video, because this information is gonna go forever. You can use this anytime. So, pile one. The first thing you can do to unblock your money flow, and this is from my fabulous new, you know I like to show you all my decks. My decks. Okay, I'm gonna show. This is from my new deck that I just got. Do I need to move it from? Oh, yes. Money. Where is it coming from? And you can use any deck to ask questions. Just it's how you formulate the question. So this was supposed to be like, where's my next money coming from? We don't want to just leave that to chance. What do I need to do to get to some money? Which is the focus here. So for pile number one, work with a mentor to learn new skills or teach you how to implement your plans. You could be in school to pursue higher education or work for a school district. Teach yourself to succeed with money or get a financial advisor to teach you. Immediately, I felt like your mindset around money needs to be worked on. Like, do you feel like you're lacking? Do you feel like there are no opportunities for it? Do you feel like you just have bad luck and money doesn't work for you? Because that's what this feels like. You need to learn new things about finances, which is probably why this video is super handy. Money affirmations. Look up books on lack mindset. This is about reprogramming yourself and possibly even partnering with other people who have good money management skills. I would also say for this pile, curate your algorithm. Are you following people whose pages say boss money, mindset, financial tips, and all that stuff? If you need to work on your finances, if that's the part of your life that is giving you the most block, make sure your algorithm is focused on teaching you how to improve that. So you're eating, sleeping, and breathing money ideas. So the next one on here is like a little message I'm feeling. Money is currently in a positive cycle for you. It's like you have money waiting up here to find a way to come down. You just need to create a funnel. There's some sort of skill or internal blockage. Like, do you feel bad about having money? Are you dealing with the same thing I was dealing with? Like, oh, I shouldn't be a spiritual person and make $100,000 a year. Oh, I shouldn't have A, B, C, and D. And these are things that can be ingrained in you from childhood. Do you have guilt around money? Because that's coming up here also. But money is currently in a positive cycle. There's actually not really a block for pile number one. Love has you wide open, right? But this is a great time to treat yourself or make a big purchase. Money is currently in a positive cycle. You may be about to actually receive a raise, and this feels like a raise or unexpected money as proof that all you had to do was fix your mindset. Like these two cards go together. Like as soon as you take the steps towards improving the way you're thinking about it and release this guilt, because this guilt is actually what was holding you up. I don't know if it's the job you're doing or just past feelings you have about money in general, although I'm getting it's your mindset around what is possible financially for you. Releasing this guilt and this blockage is going to bring you some unexpected money out of nowhere. So the resolution here is, and this is the healing card, music. Release guilt and then listen to a bunch of music that has you money motivated. Listen to some Drake. My favorite money song is not Seven Rings. I didn't know the Seven Rings by Ariana Grande was Saturn worship. And then even when I realized it, I was like, no, that's not real, y'all. Satan has legal rights. If you gained any money through Saturn worship, which is exactly what Seven Rings is, it can get yanked up at any time if you don't agree to a deal beyond that. It's like a whole setup. Don't use Seven Rings. I do not recommend that. Learn the hard way. But Money Everywhere by Chloe and Halle is a great one. That's my favorite money songs. Listen to more music that backs up or reinforces the mind state that you need to have around being abundant. There is not a punishment for being wealthy. It's what you do with your wealth. It's if you don't share your wealth, right? Listen to songs just the same way that I was saying to curate your algorithm. Listen to music that feeds positivity over poverty. So the empowering advice, the last card for pile one, is intuition. This card, let me hold it over here, reminds me of the Billie Jean video, and I reference this all the time. You know how Michael Jackson's walking down the pavement and he doesn't necessarily see the step that's ahead of him, but when he steps down, that step lights up? That's the equivalent of following your intuition. Follow your inner compass. Half of your intuition is listening, the other half is acting. If you have asked, you will receive an answer. It is time to listen to and follow your guidance. So, pile one, that was your money message on how to remove your current money blocks and pull some new stuff in. And it looks like you have money already sort of hanging up in the cloud, just waiting for a way to come down or waiting for you to give permission for it to come down. Lock in, pile one, lock in, pile one. Pile two, and I'm holding this up so it'll be easier to find the timestamps. Like pile two, if you chose the rose. Ooh, I love this one already. So pile one is a boss. I'm sorry, pile two. Pile two, I'm sorry. Pile one is, we done with that. Pile two, you're a boss and you need an assistant. I probably belong in pile two. So, oh, Alexis is my assistant. That's right. Just getting that. So, leadership. In order for you to earn the money that you want, you have to be the boss. You are your own boss. You're stepping into a role as a leader. You're ready. If you're seeing this, you're ready. It doesn't matter what your thought process was. Your career will improve once you accept and step into your power. This could even be somebody who is into entrepreneurship, management, getting a new position that is higher up. You're following the crowd in fear of putting yourself out there is the blockage. Trying to stay somewhere where you don't fit, trying to be a side player when you're the boss. Leadership or entrepreneurship, let this be your sign right here. If you've been thinking about a certain business or moving up in your job or putting in a resume for somewhere else, it is time. So Helper says, think before you offer help. What is that word? Oh, set healthy time boundaries. So you do need an assistant, absolutely. But this is like, you are currently in a position, like I was just saying, it's time for you to step up your role, currently in a position where you are giving out your energy as a side character when you're the lead character. You're meant to be in this main position with somebody helping you doing what you do for other people now. Cashier, sales rep, call center, or any field where you're able to help others. Make sure your goals are yours and not someone else's. You're not a side player at all. Even this helper one is still saying you're not the side player. Because look at, move this over here. Look how the lady in the front's working and the one in the back is like, are you sure that's what you're supposed to be doing? It's because the helper one back here knows better than the one that's in the lead position. In this case, and somebody else is reading this can mean something different. But in this one, because the blockage card for you is fragmentation, you have divided yourself. This is the same as code switching. For some reason, at some point in life, you decided it was easier for you to play a role. Maybe you had to pay bills, where you worked for an establishment or you worked at a lower position to pay your bills, and that actually separated you from what you actually wanted to do for yourself. You're being asked now to step into the actual thing that you want to do. Get some help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to say, hey, homegirl, you want to start this business with me? Just make sure that your goals are yours and somebody else is not affecting that. Know what you want to do. Sit down with yourself. You probably want to watch my Uprising series. I just did a video called Shine Bright Like a Diamond, and that one actually ended up leading you into a paper or a list of things that are your brand that will help you understand your skill set and who you are as a business owner. So this fragmentation is from you separating yourself in order to have to deal with the hustle and bustle, breaking yourself into different pieces, smaller pieces. That's what fragments are. Is messing up your money. You're receiving less than you would as your whole. So what is the healing thing to do here? To lock in? Deep breathing. You notice how her hand is on her heart? That's the way you tap into source. 3 deep breaths. One going through your nose, for 3 seconds, hold for 3 seconds, release for 3 seconds. And you actually do that 3 times. And then you were synced. You were logged in to source. And then just let whatever thoughts come through, come through. Don't stop yourself. Don't argue with yourself. Just let it come through. Because at the end of that is your abundance. It's the confirmation you need in order for you to step into this new role that you're being asked to step into. So this abundance card is the empowering message at the end, and it says, prosperity is yours, baby. It don't say baby, but draw abundance to yourself by feeling gratitude for what you already have. Rest assured knowing that there is truly enough for everyone. You can go out there and get it if you start your own business. Your skill set is set for a particular group of people that will be drawn to you once you step into the energy. Faith in your own skills, in your own uniqueness, and the fact that there is like literally abundance waiting for you. There's enough for everybody. When you go into the supermarket, there are like 10 to 20 different types of bread companies. Not one of those bread companies said, I'm not going to make bread because there are other people making it. Nobody's going to buy mine. Because if they had, they wouldn't be up there on the shelf selling out and restocking every week. Get your mind right. You can do this. How to. So, last but not least here, before we get to the astrology, is pile 3. Don't you like how the light does weird stuff as I play around? Pile 3. Let's get to this. Okay. Pile 3, who are you? Is it because I picked the diamond? Oh, y'all. So let me just show you the cards and why I'm so jammed up. So retail and underworld popped up. Keep in mind, this is my first time using these cards, but immediately I was like, oh, I'm not telling these people to scam. That is not what we're supposed to be doing. So actually, what it's saying is you got to have a unique way of getting your money, your paper. What I'm doing is technically underworld retail. I guess so. So let me read the retail card first. If you have an idea in mind, this is giving you the green light that there is a need for it. Consider careers in retail or e-commerce, whether it is goods or services. Save time and energy and add passive income, taking your business online. So this makes me feel like maybe somebody makes pies at home and they need to like start selling those pies online because they're so good. If you have something small that you're already doing or you're already starting, you would do better. Expanding your operation. If you're somebody who has a 9 to 5 job, but you have something that you can offer online, or even the drop ship thing, you can create your own little merch and like shirts and all that stuff, and then have somebody else handle the designing and the shipping, and that's passive income. That's extra money on the side. So this underworld part is actually you getting money that's not like from a regular thing. It is something like tarot readings, or being a Reiki healer, or being a massage therapist, or being somebody who braids hair. This is jobs that aren't necessarily like out in the front of the world. They can be in your home. So this underworld thing is hilarious. So let me read what it says to y'all, and then I'm just going to like stare at it some more because it's a gun there. Like, no, y'all can't be robbing people. Like, that's crazy. Find unconventional ways to explore new sources of income. Sex, death, hidden knowledge, probing into the mysteries of life. As the world evolves, so can your means of money. If y'all do OnlyFans, that's on y'all. I'm not gonna be the one to tell y'all to do that. But this is saying, no judgment. I'm just not gonna be the one to say that. If you have a unique skill that's not something that everybody does, say for instance, you know how to pole dance. You could teach pole dancing classes. If you're a master of your erotic energy and you know tantra and stuff, you can teach people that. I'm avoiding every way of saying anything that's sketchy because don't do that, guys. If you're a death doula, Do that. If you can talk to the dead, this is just like very Scorpio. Find a way to flip your money. Both of this is actually very Scorpio. Find a way to make passive income or make extra income doing little things to add on top of what you already have. It's like you have something stable, but maybe it will be nicer for you to add some more in an easy way. And what's backing up that easy way? Peaceful amongst thorns. This is about passive income all the way. What is an easy thing you can do on the side that you already have the skill for? Like I said, refer to my video 4 in the Uprising playlist. It's on my thing about what skills you're not recognizing that can be your side gig. Somebody who is a YouTuber who gets monetized could be somebody who's considered, although they don't pay that much, but could be somebody who does this passive underworld, under the table is more what I'm sensing income. But find the easiest way to bring in some extra money for yourself. This could be even for like somebody who does ebooks like I do. Do something that is the gift that keeps giving for yourself. So the recommendation, which is very interesting here for how to pull this off, is build strength. But notice the third eye, build strength with your intuition. Knowing when to move and knowing when to recognize an idea is a winner for yourself. Like, hold on, you've been having this idea about knitting sweaters for about 5 years, but you haven't started knitting the sweaters because you couldn't figure out like how you would sell them or where it would make sense or anything. Sometimes your tribe is not around you, baby. You have to put it online, and then the people will find you. The people who are looking for your thing will find you. The people that are around you sometimes are meant to dissuade you so that you do step outside your box. I just had a client that has these exotic crystals that she gets from China, right? And she's like, oh, well, I didn't think about doing videos or selling them or anything because nobody around them is into that. They're like scared of the witchy woo stuff. I said, because baby, that stuff would slap online. I was like, do you have plants too? Because that's what I was picking up. Sure enough, she had a whole little garden thing of things she grows. You are a whole herbologist. You are good with earth stuff. You have all these gifts, and all you have to do is sit on the camera and talk about them and then offer the versions that you want to sell on your website. People will come for the information and they'll be so intrigued by what you say that they go buy some of your stuff. You are blocking yourself by not listening to your third eye, so strengthen your third eye. The empowerment advice card here is wonder. This is curiosity. Allow your mind to wonder. And the fact that a cat just went by me as I pulled this cat card is wild. Cats are always on my thing. And that's amazing because I know they're familiars. So be open and curious. Open yourself to wonderment and a feeling of awe. In a space of openness, once again, open and childlike curiosity, miracles happen and solutions to challenges emerge. Pile number 3 probably has the easiest road to take because they're just adding on to whatever they already have with a skill that they never thought could possibly be something to earn them money. Pile 3 is the easy road. So I hope y'all enjoyed that little pick a card. I am about to actually show you guys a chart as the last part of this video that I know is going to take forever to push out. But just to show you some asteroids in a chart that are for wealth and how they play out here. If none of this made sense to you, I plugged myself several times during this video. Okay, the wealth reading, your money magnet, I named it. It's on my website, channeling-angels.com. Underneath crystal ball, it says Aisha's readings because Alexis's readings will be added on there later today. But it says Aisha's readings, limited edition, and the money magnet reading will actually have the details for your chart on your money stuff, and also a card reading that is personalized for you, like I just did for those 3 piles. And you have a follow-up Q&A session that comes along with your video. So here we have a chart, right? Where I added a few of the asteroids that I find best for financial things. So that's gold, which is the frequency we've been listening to, right? So you're going to check what house gold is in your chart. This is the area that you have to attract to transmute other things into this golden thing. This person has it conjunct their ascendant. They are gold. They are money. They probably need to sit down and write out their skills too so they can think about what their worth is. But keep in mind, guys, anything that you have at the same degree as a particular asteroid, it all funnels into that. So in this person's chart, funnels into their ascendant. And then up here, what is that? The 28th degree, Banks. Banks is the access point to your astral vault, your celestial inheritance. So in this case, this person is meant to make money as an entrepreneur, as a brand for themselves. They are their gold. You can also recognize this by the fact that they have their Venus, which is your moneymaker, in their first house next to their Mars, which is their drive. This is a lot of energy in the sphere of self. That's a good way to know if you are your own brand. Next, we have the actual abundance, abundantia, 151, right? That is where you attract the most abundance. And the sign, the degree, and the house it's in tells you the themes and the places where it'll play out the most. So this person has it at the 7th degree. That's a partnership degree. That's in a relationship, they will earn the most money. This is backed up by the fact that it's in the 4th house of family and home. This person would do better married or settled down earning money. With it in the sign of Cancer, it would be nurturing or possibly caring for their partner or their home would open them up to the most abundance that's available per this design. This is also backed up by the fact that this person has Pluto, which is their transformation point, one of the most powerful points in their chart, in their 7th house. This means they marry a powerful partner, or they get with somebody who helps to expand their finances. That's probably why they have their vertex, which is a fated event, being a marriage. Like this person's chart was based upon getting into a marriage that was going to help them be more successful. You can even see that because Banks, where they make their money, is right next to Jupiter. Jupiter is the husband marker in the chart. And with this person having it at the 1st degree, their money came through them being a spouse. So 8th house planets are money that you get through your spouse or through your spouse's parents. Just to add on to that idea that this person makes the most money when they are in a relationship or a part of their partner's family in some way, shape, or form. Because you can't just look at the asteroids alone. You got to see like how it fits into the whole feng shui of the chart, if you will. Next, we got Midas. Midas is your gold touch, your ability to bring something to value, if you will. I don't want to say to life, but to give something value. The 23rd degree is an Aquarius degree. Within the sign of Sagittarius, I would say that this person sharing their knowledge or their wisdom with people is a part of what they turn to gold. This rules their 11th house. For this case, you would go look, what's in their 11th house? Their Mercury. So once again, that backs up that sharing their ideas, sharing their mind. Jupiter rules the house of Sagittarius. So possibly working with a partner to share ideas with other people. This could be online through the internet, because I was just saying some people need to take their show on the road, if you will. With this person's Mercury being at the 16th degree, which is a Cancer degree, that backs up that whole working with family or working with their partner. And Aquarius is the sign of teamwork also. So working as a team to share ideas about how people need to care for themselves or how to build a family based upon the wisdom that this person has acquired would be the case for this design. Now, Eros, I include in the financial thing because it's your passion, your joie de vivre, right? I probably said that all wrong, but the thing that makes you get up every day and step into your libido energy, but also your zest for life. When you have it in the 12th house, it's a little bit harder for you to find, but in every chart, it's different. This is still the marker that tells you what refuels yourself, what makes you feel like life is worth living. In this case, this person is the closer they get to their spiritual goals. Like probably this person would listen to gospel music to feel refilled. They would go near water. They would go somewhere that made them feel pure in some way, shape, or form. They would meditate just to refuel their tank. Your Eros is the refueling part in your chart, or the thing that you won't get tired of doing no matter how much you do it. That is a really good marker to look at to decide, hey, what field would be good for me to be in for longevity? Now, notice how this Eros energy is in the sign of Pisces, right? That person will always be refilled by those things, but Neptune is the outlet. The outlet is in this person's career house, in their Capricorn energy, which is how you build your business, build your brand, right? So every time this person sat in meditation or listened to gospel music or was by water, they would suddenly have these insights and ideas, because Neptune also rules Sagittarius, that they can share in their career that would bring more wealth towards them as well. So Tai Chi, which I was telling you guys about, is the luck asteroid, or I think I told you guys, is the luck asteroid. For weeks, I've been sitting right here next to this with the names of the two asteroids that are actually the best ones for money, just sitting next to me with a little hair thing. And I didn't think anything about it. And it's sitting right in front of my new camera. But in this chart, this is once again an asteroid. This person has it at the Sagittarius degree. This person would do well traveling in order for their luck to kick in. That asteroid is about where you are the luckiest, what parts of yourself attract the most luck to you. And in this person's case, it's exploring, learning new things, sharing them with other people. That's even where they receive the most change in themselves, because Uranus being in the house of Sagittarius, or the ninth house, means that the more you learn, the more you change, like, your belief system, like you're open and adaptable to new things. So this person would never run out of topics to talk to other people about, as long as they were continuously getting out there and developing themselves. This is like one of the best charts to have for somebody who wants to base their lives on themselves and their family and their partnership. This would be somebody who I would picture would be like one of those YouTubers that, like, hey, this is my family, this is what we do, this is where we move out of country, that sort of energy. So Midas, the gift that you have to turn something into gold. Like, if you have it in the 11th house, you would be a great life coach, because you help other people turn into gold. Banks, your astral inheritance. Eros, your refill, your energy button, the thing that you won't ever get tired of. It actually refuels you. Tai Chi, Taishu, whatever. Your luck, the area where you are the luckiest. And gold, the part of you that shines in a way that makes you stand out. Those are the biggest financial asteroids available in a chart, in my opinion. So I hope this was a great experience for you all. This is what I'm just going to call the money video, because these tips will work forever for everybody, even the 3 piles. This is timeless. The candle tricks, the frequency tricks, all that stuff is what I use to keep my life afloat. Um, Even really funny, because everything in your life is a representation of where you actually are, what you're actually supposed to be doing and stuff. I keep telling y'all I have this photo of my family by my computer, because I've never had a family photo, especially, oh, that put me in my feelings, especially one with my dad, because my parents got divorced when I was 2, so I really couldn't have pictures with everybody together. So I was unable to get one with my mom and dad together. But when he came and visited, us and the kids got our little, let me cover his face because he's like extra about that. Uh, got to take a picture at the castle where Mireya is working, right? But notice how we all have crowns on because outside of these bodies, we are somewhat of a royal lineage. You are who you are in this life, so that you can learn to appreciate your position up there. And by the end of this life, you are supposed to move back into the vibration of where you belong. So all the stuff that I'm teaching you guys is going to help elevate you into your space, as I am elevating into mine, especially now that I'm in black. Because after this, it's going to be all color everything. But sometimes you have to die or release the old things in order to get to the new stuff. And a lot of it is a mental mindset stuff. So enjoy your day, guys, and this money video.